Ladies, understand what you're really asking for when you want an emotionally available man. Really understand what that means. See, it's not the emotional availability that's most important to you. It's the emotional intelligence. See, emotional availability, that's the basics. That's just someone that's in tune with their emotions, isn't afraid to express emotion and can connect with you, right? But anyone can do that. You can go and lash out at someone. You can be really expressive, get really emotional about things. You can even try to, tell someone that you're feeling hurt or whatever, but can't really articulate the rest of the situation, right? See, emotional availability is just where it begins. But when you're emotionally intelligent, that means you know how to understand your emotions, you know how to process them, and you can articulate effectively what's going on with you, what you need, and the bigger piece, which is why you ladies want a man to be emotionally intelligent, is he can understand your emotions. He's not only aware that there's something going on with you emotionally, he knows how to step in and be nurturing and supportive to you, right? And this is most important when you're going through something emotionally. It's important to feel protected in that way by your man. But you also want him to be able to be emotionally intelligent, know what to do whenever you feel wronged by something he's done, to be able to take accountability and step in to know how to kind of mitigate the situation and bring resolution and resolve, right? That's what emotional intelligence does. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets a lot of women in trouble sometimes. Because women on average are not used to finding emotionally intelligent men that aren't going to just blow up and lash out at you, and they can actually talk, clear, concise, and in calm way and in a healthy way and articulate exactly what's going on for them and all that. That throws them off whenever it's not convenient for the woman, right? See, women mostly want men to be emotionally intelligent whenever it's convenient for something that they're going through, to be supportive of them. But whenever there's something going on that he feels a way about, and he's trying to express to you how he felt, like you didn't value him a certain way, or he didn't feel loved or cared for, or he felt hurt by something you've done, a lot of women struggle with this because they struggle to take accountability. And reasonably so, a lot of times, right? If you live usually coming across men that are not even emotionally available in the first place, and they won't even open up, they're like all bottled in, and you never can get out of them what's going on, and they want to just leave you, or things fall apart and you're confused because they never really communicate effectively because of that, then it's hard to ever get practice being the person being critiqued in some way. So when you're not used to doing something like that, it's hard to be the one to have to, own up to something and be accountable for something that you've done. Very reasonably, very understandable. But because that muscle could be a lot weaker a lot of times for women, because they're not used to having men that will actually speak and say, no, I don't agree with you, what you're saying, what you're doing. No, I feel this way versus what you feel. They're not just like trying to keep it quiet because they want to maintain their peace. Then now it makes you start to build a muscle to have to listen to him now. And a lot of women struggle with that. I'm not saying this is you particularly, but a lot of women struggle with that. And it becomes a situation often where a man that is emotionally intelligent, when he's communicating, okay, all right, I hear you for how you feel about these things. I can accept that. And, maybe I apologize for that, or yeah, I can make some adjustments there. But then he says, well, here's how I feel about XYZ. Here's how I feel about what you did. Here's how I feel about the way you talk to me, the way you move, the way you operate. Then a lot of times in those scenarios, women can be very sensitive to hearing things that are critique-esque like this, and they can get defensive and make his feelings he's trying to express to you about her, about yourself. And you wind up being defensive and feeling hurt by him living in his truth, which is something that will make a man decide that he doesn't want to open up to you, because when he tries to tell you how he feels, you feel bad about his feelings. And now he feels bad about expressing to you. There's the other piece too, though. A man that's emotionally intelligent is most likely more healthy and in a healthier space. And so one of the top value priorities for men above, you know, visual and physical attractiveness, right, is also our peace. So if a man is healthy enough, once he sees how you respond a few times, once he notices a pattern that you respond in a defensive way, or a way that doesn't accept accountability, when he's expressing how he feels about how you're doing something that makes him feel a certain way, he's going to quickly start to learn, I need to remove myself from this person to maintain my peace. He's not going to start arguing with you and go back and forth trying to fight for his emotions and how he feels to be, considered and given acknowledgement and for it to matter. He's going to just decide, oh, I can't have my peace with this person, and he's going to sooner move away from you, right? So I want you to be aware of this so that you don't self-sabotage your own situation. So yes, we need the men out here leading relationships to be emotionally available and emotionally intelligent to actually navigate things and take ownership for things that they're doing, be supportive of you, but also be able to express what's going on for them to you so that you can respond appropriately, right? And do their part. But we also need you ladies to be able to embrace the things he's saying, no matter if you agree with it or not, the same way he needs to do for you without him feeling bad about living in his truth, so you can get more of the truth out of him, right? Don't self-sabotage yourself. Make sure you're offering the same empathy you want offered in return. Let's get it.